Hello everyone, this is Chris with Topographic, and this is our 2025 Toyota 4Runner SR5. This morning I began doing a version 2 of our dash overlay, and here it is in matte black. This will be an option. We'll probably get 2 of this because this is a thinner material, and this is just for someone that wants to darken up their dash a little bit. You can see the coverage area on this side right there. And on the passenger side, you can see the coverage area right there. It is separated right here just for ease of installation, but it will go around your multimedia system just like that. But we will be offering a bunch of designs like you saw in the intro, and I'm going to go through an install of this right now. All right, so here is the vinyl you will receive. It does have air egress channels on the back for ease of installation. So unlike the clear version that we started off with, you will only receive 1 of these. Be sure you're doing this in a semi-cool environment, not too hot. You don't want to stretch the vinyl or it won't conform to these exact dimensions. And this one will have the acrylic upgrade that will pop right on top of that. This will be available in a few different colors as well. All right, so there are a few ways to get that ideal temperature. It's 76 right now. We're in the shade. There's no breeze, so that's good. If you guys want, you can turn the AC on and get your cabin down to a normal room temperature. However, you want to be careful where the vents are pointed because you don't want them to grab your vinyl and fold it up, of course. The tools that you will need are some sticker fab application fluid, or you can use a few drops of dish soap mixed with water, and that helps you slide the vinyl around so you can get the correct placement. And then you'll use like a felt tip squeegee, which I have right there, and get all of that water out, and then you'll just let it dry. You'll also want to clean this area really well. Use a microfiber, use some interior detail cleaner, but make sure it doesn't leave anything like Armor All does. You know, Armor All leaves stuff behind. Looks good for a little while, but then everything starts getting attracted to it, and it lowers the kind of the surface coefficient of friction. So you don't want that. You want the adhesive to be able to bond to the plain plastic. All right, so this is the area I'm going to do first, this side over here. I'm going to take my vinyl. I'm going to make sure my hands are clean. I'm going to peel this off carefully. If it is breezy where you are, go ahead and start spraying it before it comes all the way off. You want to make sure that the breeze doesn't make it stick to itself. Probably gonna get this fluid all over the place right now. Just trying to shoot this installation as quick as possible. All right, so I'm going to align this side up while I kind of hold the rest of the vinyl up so that it doesn't touch anything. This is the easiest area to find little elements to get your alignment correct. Of course, it'd be really hard just to start with this very thin strip and try to figure out your alignment by using that. You don't want to tug on this a lot or you will stretch it, especially if it's kind of warm where you're at. Gently use your finger, take out some of that water, make sure your alignment is correct. If you want to change your alignment up, just keep it very wet. Then you can lift it up and gently set it back down if you want to change the alignment just a little bit. Me, I kind of want to cover that silver up just a little bit. It's okay if just a hair is showing or if it's very even all the way through. Just want that installation to look very deliberate. Then tuck all of that stuff back into the corner. Use my squeegee where I can. Rely on your fingers first and foremost to get stuff out, and then you move to the squeegee. All right, that side's looking pretty good. Nice little deliberate placement. You can also use light heat to push this down a little bit more if you want. Let's move over to the big piece. All right, now I have the largest piece. Make sure your hands are still clean. Try to keep that off the ground so we don't get sand. There's just so much sand in Southwest Florida. All right, I've wet it down a lot so I can slide it around. Maybe I need to put a little bit more. You can hear it trying to stick. Ideally for me, I want it to slide around a lot because I need to get this corner lined up with that piece we already installed. So ideally I can just slide it into place. All right, so I lost a little footage there because I have my earbuds in. I didn't have it in Do Not Disturb. Some people started texting and it cut the video off. So what I did was I wet the back of this down. I wet it some more because I wanted to slide it into place right here. So it slid into place, then I used my fingers. I get the liquid to come out from behind it. It's up a little right here. The vinyl just needs to dry out. I noted that you can manipulate the vinyl on your own terms by applying a little bit of heat or applying a little bit of pressure. It's up right here because the vinyl's still wet and all that liquid comes down to the bottom. Just let that dry out or use a hair dryer or a heat gun with really light heat. Dry this out. It'll activate that adhesive and then you can press it down. Let's dry all that out. And right here, I noted that it didn't come all the way over because it looks like I installed this piece a little to the left. There was a little bit of gap here, but with clean hands, I kind of just lifted this part. I went back a couple inches and I gently pulled on it. Gently. Because less is more. You want to do the least amount of stretching. You don't want to overstretch it. Look, I got them to line up right there. So once you've pressed all this out, you can go ahead and use that squeegee. Be really careful with that. You don't want anything to bunch up. And over here, I've kind of slid this way because I kind of slid that way to meet up with this more. So with clean hands again, I'm going to lift up right on this side. Gently. All right, now I'm going to apply just a little bit of pressure, just a little bit, because I don't want it to overstretch. Don't want bubbles to get introduced. It's nice, even pressure. And there you go. It's laying down, and it's in a place where I like it a little bit more than where it was initially. That's why you have to do this in a generally cool environment. If it was really hot right now, lifting it up, pulling on it, it'd probably be this long by the time I was done with it. It'd probably stretch out like a centimeter. Things are starting to dry up, so I'm able to push this lower edge down a little bit. It'd be much easier just to use a little hair dryer and maybe lay it down. For those of you that are getting the acrylic pieces, all of these have a 3M backing. Just take that off. Align. That's why we have this logo here. Align it. Once you find your proper alignment, you can go ahead and push down. pull it up a little bit. Of course, we want to get centered up on this. Very gentle. Don't press down firmly until you're sure of the placement. You can kind of, if you push down gently, you can kind of slide it around. And then when you're ready, push down. And then peel the front surface off. Just protects it. This is gonna be ultra cool, ultra stealthy right here. The first R is larger than the last R. Just keep that in mind. Make sure I'm still rolling here. Should be a little border of black all the way around. Usually align it, push down, peel the protective cover off. So I'll go ahead and do the rest of the letters on my own and show you the final results. All right, I should show this. Be careful with the N and the U. So the little part leads the way. So this is a U and this is an N. Those are kind of easy to confuse. Especially if you can't see the border that well. This was my first print. In my next prints, I'm gonna make the border just a little bit thicker. I don't want it to be too visible, but for ease of installation, I do want it to be visible. And it's kind of hard to see right now. So I'm gonna make that border just a little bit thicker. Don't want it to become an eyesore. I don't want your attention to focus on that border after the final installation is done. Just want you to use it as an initial guide. All right, and that is what the acrylic looks like fully installed. You will have the option to purchase this without a logo at all. All right, and this last piece is going to be pretty simple compared to the other ones. Hands clean, grab it off the back, give it a little spray. Align, push out the liquid with our fingers. Grab our squeegee, go to the halfway point, squeegee up, go back to that halfway point, squeegee down. Allow to dry. Once everything is dry, we just kind of go back down around the edges and press down firmly. All right, that completes the installation of the version 2 dash for the 2025 and up Toyota 4Runner. You can find this product at stickerfab.com. Please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not already, and hit the bell notification icon for the latest and greatest things I'm coming out with for this vehicle.